Hey guys, Brent here, Avenue Fitness in Houston, Texas, and today we are talking 30-minute training. What if, I want to challenge you with this just a little bit before you turn me off, what if from the moment that your client begins to work with you to the moment that they finish up, all you have is 30 minutes? It's not that we get to go for 45, it's not that we get to go for 60, but we're only going for 30 minutes. Could you still fit in an engaging session that delivers value, that delivers the results that they're looking for, and that might even deliver them inviting a friend to come in and join them? But could you do it all in just 30 minutes? A lot of you right now are asking the common question I hear more than anything here with this is, how do I fit it all in? I want to challenge you just a little bit to say, hey, maybe we need to stop asking that. How can I throw everything in like a buffet line? It's like, I got a little bit of this, 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 and just go ask this one certain question to say is, what problem am I simply trying to solve? What is it that they are trying to come in and achieve while they are working out with me? Most of our clients, I would probably say the majority of them, 60-70% of them are actually looking for weight loss or fat loss. Some of them are looking for maybe some corrective issues for a shoulder or for a hip or for a back. Some of them are looking for, hey, I just need the mobility to get myself up off the ground again and feel good about things. Some of them are saying, hey, you know what, I'm just living this busy, stressed out life and I need to get my health back. And I think sometimes for us as professionals in this industry, is we look at that simple problem and we say, oh, we could do so much more. And we have this hour, we can just go ahead and push forward. I want to say is no, when you kind of dial things back a little bit, you start to put yourself in your client's shoe, you begin to realize that you're like, they don't have all that free time that they used to have anymore. They're blowing and going throughout their, pretty busy, stressed out, jam-packed type of day, and they don't have that additional 30 minutes to hang around your space. Because if you think about it, probably takes them 10-15 minutes to maybe get to your facility. You train for the hour, then they have to get back home again and get changed and get everything else. And the next thing you know, it's 2 hours out of their day to be able to come in for a 1 hour session with you. But you say, hey, if we could dial that back and still deliver the same results in 30 minutes, could it make something work? So I want to show you here with this. This is exactly how we kind of quote unquote fit it all in, for those of you who are still kind of maybe asking that question. But what we like to do with this here is we say, hey, what's that problem that we're trying to solve? We might assign that, hey, it's a fat loss problem. We have an athlete that we're working with, they're trying to get more explosive. We have someone who's looking at it a little bit more of a corrective issue. And we simply lay it out in this kind of ABC 1, 2, 3 program. We like to call Sesame Street program here. And I mean, it literally is Group A, Group B, Group C. And as you can see here, it's a total body move, a core move, and then a movement, the pushing and pulling, which is simply traditional style of program design, which we all know about. But when we look down here at the very end, we're looking at the movement here. It has a little bit of asterisk beside it because that's that area that we get to play with a little. That's that saying, hey, you know what? We don't get a perfect amount of warm-up time before a 30-minute session. We would love for all of our clients to come in 10 minutes before, foam roll, do all their miniband work, do all their mobility, and then bam, we're ready to rock and roll. But that doesn't happen. 99% of our clients are not, A+ students. You might be a little bit different, but in our world, we see this happening all the time. Is they get here like flying in like Mario Andretti into the parking lot, they run in the door, boom, let's go, I gotta get out of here as soon as the 30 minutes is over with. So at this movement part down here with the asterisk, sometimes we might throw mobility back into there. We might work back on the foam rolling side of things and our soft tissue work. We might move into our correctives. We do a lot of functional movement screening with people and we say, hey, you know what, we can't get it all done at the beginning of a session, but we can work it into our session so they are still accomplishing it. We might actually look at someone who says, hey, you know what, I got here early, I took care of everything, I'm here just to rock and roll, just to burn off a lot of steam and a lot of calories. We might put some interval style training in there. As we go over to the ropes, to the med balls, to the treadmills, we might throw out a couple of cones and do some agility work. So we play with this third option here in our ABC kind of format and say, hey, you know what, we're going to go back to that problem that our client is trying to solve, and we're going to give them specifically what they need. Because at the end of the day, like we said a little bit earlier, there are 60-70% of the clients fall into this general weight loss category. So this section here, the 1 and 2, can pretty much be the same for the majority of your clients. But then down here is where we start to get the personal aspect of things. So you don't have to keep reinventing new programs for every single person that walks in the door. You simply just change out this third section and it helps you move along through groups of people throughout your day. You won't be so mentally exhausted at the end of the day, but then also too, as well as it allows you to work with bigger groups of people and just fine tuning, so to say, still adding that very personal touch to the personal training side of things. So again, keep it simple. Again, lay this out right here in a very basic template. Hey, you can challenge the basics and kind of some unique ways. But down here on the very far side, within that 30-minute session here, is tweak the end part of it all. Allow those people that are working with you that chance to get some really specific individualized attention for this third little area. So my challenge for you is this: lay this program out for yourself. Don't try to go out to your clients and then just throw it into them and say, oh, you know what, I can make this work. Try it out on yourself. And then once you get really good at it, start to tweak it a little bit. Pretend you have shoulder issues, pretend you're looking for some fat loss, pretend you're an athlete, and then you try to fill these out and then take yourself through them, because once you believe in it, then all of a sudden you're going to believe in this a lot more. Then your clients are going to walk in, and then that belief is going to transpire through you to your clients, and they're in turn going to believe that 30 minutes is enough for them, that 30 minutes is the right step for them to take when it comes to training with you. And the next thing you know, you're now seeing double the amount of clients that you would typically see in any given day. And then you're also earning more money. Your business is earning more profits at the end of the year. And then the sky is the limit when it comes down to, I think, just mastering the basics of the 30-minute session. So I challenge you this: start with yourself first, and then try to move into your clients and try to convert them later on.